Teatro, Century 2, Collection 1. Mariano Fortuny revealed the future by shining a light into the past. The further back he explored, the more contemporary he became. It was ancient Greece that inspired him and his wife and muse Henriette to begin their textile and fashion journeys, their personal Homeric quest. And ancient Greece brought humanity the concept of the theater, a way for storytelling to expose the deepest truths of the human spirit through costume and poetry, art and music, architecture and imagination. The theater was where Mariano created his first revolutions. Only the theater's grand idea of all art coming together to create a whole greater than the sum of its parts could contain the enormity of Mariano's creative output. It was here, exploring ancient codes and new methods for expressing them, that Mariano saw his future, one that centered on textiles and the drama that unfolds as they capture, interpret, and reflect light. And so, we begin our second century of production in the original factory on the island of Giudecca in Venice, drawing inspiration from the same source that fueled the origin of our legacy. Designed nearly a century ago by Mariano Fortuny, the three patterns of Teatro are refreshingly contemporary and produced on a scale that works brilliantly for applications both intimate and grand. Informed by a modern interpretation of the deep reds, indigo blues, golden yellows, and warm shadow tones that feature predominantly in the Venetian color story of the 16th and 20th centuries, Teatro is ultimately an exploration in light. Venice is our theater, Giudecca is our stage, Fortuny is our star. The first pattern we have is Apollo. Named for the god of light, sun, poetry, music, prophecy, dance, and beauty, this pattern is an interpretation of light and sound waves. A testament to his popularity, Apollo was the only god to have the same name for both the ancient Greeks and ancient Romans. His temple and theater were in Delphi, in what the ancient Greeks believed to be the center of the world. We have it in sunshine and silvery gold, deep indigo and scarlet, shadow and silver, and olive monotones. Next we have Delphi, the ancient Greek city where the temple and theater of Apollo were located. The charioteer of Delphi was a bronze sculpture found there in 1896. This statue helped inspire Mariano and Henriette to develop their iconic pleated Delphos dress, the lines of which this pattern evokes. Here we have it in coccinella and silvery gold, graphite monotones, ink and vintage white, midnight and silver texture, and pink moonstone and silver. Called an omphalos in Greek, this religious stone artifact translates literally to navel of the world. The ancient Greeks believed Delphi to be the center of the world, and an omphalos was placed there in Apollo's temple to mark it. Here we have it in cadmium and antique white, carnelian and silvery gold, indigo and antique white, and no color. Venice is our theater, Giudecca is our stage, Fortuny is our star.